Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome, honorable and esteemed representatives of New China Energy Group. It is my privilege to welcome you here today. I am Jessica Brown, Vice President, Business Development for Texas Crossroads Petroleum. I stand before you today to present an opportunity that emphasizes the value of business tradition, trust, and a shared vision. The TCP tank farm offers NCEG a strategic long-term investment opportunity that strengthens mutual trust, fosters sustainable growth, and aligns with shared goals and stability and prosperity to warrant preliminary negotiations towards a partnership. TCP Tank Farm is not solely an energy storage facility. It is an asset that embraces and enhances supply chain reliability, supports long-term security, and positions NCEG to expand its influence into the global markets. In a time when stability and foresight are paramount, this project aligns directly with NCEG's commitment to sustainable growth and competitive advantages. As Vice President for Business Development at TCP, I've led multinational negotiations, coordinated cross-functional initiatives, applied proven strategies, both academic theory and real-world practice. My expertise in negotiation strategy, intercultural communication, and organizational leadership to handle and manage a well partnership, but also to culturally attune to NCEG's values. Investing in TCP's tank farm will offer NCEG a long-term, mutually beneficial opportunity. Combine scalable infrastructure, competitive positioning, and sustainable financial returns, while strengthening the foundation of trust and cooperation between our organizations. We do have three main key points. For TCP Tank Farm, enhances operational efficiency, market competitiveness, and energy security. Projected returns, phased investment structure, and strategies to mitigate risk. Pathways for joint decision-making, cultural alignment, and long-term corporate cooperation. Let us now turn to the first key area, how TCP Tank Farm creates strategic value for NCEG by strengthening operations and positioning the company for long-term success. The tank farm enhances supply chain stability and scalability through operational efficiency and reliability. This aligns with China's emphasis on long-term orientation and perseverance, as discussed in Hosted and Bencham. NCEG's is positioned expands to influence in global markets, consistent with collectivism values to prioritize overall group success per the culture factor. Strengthening credibility by showing mutual competitive advantages as discussed in our textbook. Environmental regulatory compliance resonates with Confucian values of responsibility and harmony. Green innovation in Chinese firms demonstrate how cultural heritage can drive sustainable practices. Now, having established strategic value, let us now examine financial strength and risk management strategies. There we go. Conservative and optimistic scenarios validated through quantitative reasoning. Long-term orientation in Chinese culture favors gradual sustainable returns over short-term gains. So phased investments structures would be incremental commitments aligned with preferences for patients that practice patience and consensus-driven decision-making. With this phased approach, it reduces uncertainty, respecting cultural tendencies towards risk avoidance. With the risk management, joint governance structures reflect high power distance to ensure respect for harmony in decision-making. Consensus building reduces perceived risk and fosters harmony, consistent with the Tao's principle of balance. Well, while financial strength and risk management are critical, the true success of the venture depends on how we structure our partnership and governance to reflect shared values and long-term cooperation. For our partnership opportunity is respecting hierarchy by shared governance and reinforcing collectives values. Consensus-driven leadership reflects Confucian traditions of royalty and respect of authority. Our cultural alignment, respect for rituals and etiquette demonstrate cultural sensitivity, such as gift giving and seating arrangements. Building trust through consistent communication aligns with our managerial communication strategies. Our long-term cooperation investment framed as the foundation for an enduring partnership between TCP and NCEG. Clan culture, it would be in our family firm to show how tradition sustains cooperation across generations. Integrative negotiation principles emphasize a win-win outcome, reinforcing harmony. So having explored the strategic value, financial framework, and partnership opportunities, we can conclude with shared prosperity. So in conclusion, we established strategic value of TCP Tank Farm, demonstrating how it enhances operational efficiency, strengthening market competitiveness, and align with sustainability and compliance standards. We examined financial and risk management, demonstrating projected returns, phased investment structures, and risk mitigation strategies that respect cultural preferences, patience, hierarchy, and consensus. Lastly, we explore partnership and governance opportunities, highlighting joint decision-making, cultural alignment, and long-term cooperation rooted in trust and shared prosperity. Investing in TCP tank farm offers NCEG a strategic long-term opportunity that combines scalable infrastructure, competitive positioning, and sustainable financial returns while strengthening trust and cooperation between both organizations. To underscore the scale of the opportunity, consider that according to the Texas Oil and Gas Association 2024 report, in 2024, the Texas oil and natural gas industry recorded $27.3 billion in state and local royalties, which is equivalent to $74.8 million every day, fueling schools, roads, and communities across the state of Texas. This remarkable figure demonstrates the unmatched economic impact of energy infrastructure investments and the prosperity they generate. So today I ask that with this evidence, I invite you, NCEG, to take the next step forward, preliminary negotiations, and invest in the TCP tank farm. Doing so, you'll not only secure a profitable and sustainable asset, but also strengthen a partnership built on respect, harmony, and a shared vision for long-term success. So in closing, I want to thank you, NCEG, for your time and your attention. And I invite you, NCEG, in this partnership with TCP. So together we can have stability, growth, and prosperity. Thank you so much. Again, you have a great day.